EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. At the 20-yard line. Back to throw. Morton. He finds his man. Complete. That's Leonard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Fields. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Raiders at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun on third down, Morton able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Off the play fake, Morton. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Off play action. Morton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, DJ Giddens. Given 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Hernandez. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Underwood. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive movement going.
Good sign on the opening drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Morton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Looking to throw. Morton. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
Ready? Let's go now. 60 Eagle. Ready, right?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Set. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Morton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 13. Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
70 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Colston Loveland, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Mahomes now to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll try and do this, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 37-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Martin. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Come on, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Morton. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll check this down to Giddens out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. But there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
DJ Giddens with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Raiders 7. Harrison Butker to kick
Now
off
after the
for Kansas
touchdown,
City.
here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Up the middle they go. Fields. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Cougar 19.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Viking 18.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this out to Genty. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Bronco 80, Mustang 19. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Morton. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Morton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Chiefs. First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chiefs.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Get up.
Back to throw. Morton. He finds his man. Complete. It's Fields. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fields. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard
Seems
line.
pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
18 Pioneer. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Nifty footwork at the 45. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
62 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. I'll go on, 80.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Smash, smash. Stephanie.
Right back to Genty on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners with great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check out.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here is 3rd and 5.
Set. Bronco 80.
Up the middle they go. Fields. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Ready.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fields. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.